Good evening, everyone. I have just finished work. I'm walking home from work in a bit of a rush. Sorry, because I'm very excited that I'm going to be on the Victoria Derbyshire Programme tomorrow. So I have to get a train after work, which leaves at 7:30, so I have to go home, get changed, pack, get loads of things ready, and then head off for the station. Sorry, this bridge is really quite steep sometimes when you're trying to go fast. So yeah, I'm going to be on the Victoria Derbyshire Programme on BBC Two tomorrow. I'm going to be talking about trans waitlists and self-medication. People being forced to self-medicate because the waitlists are just too unacceptably long. This is incredibly exciting but also incredibly nerve-wracking. I'm going to film as much of it as I can because filming these media appearances is fun. It's really cool. So I've got a hotel tonight, filming tomorrow, catch up with you in a bit. I've still got way further to walk. Yep, it's that time. Time to film at the bus stop, complaining that I'm cold and the bus isn't here yet. So I got home, packed, got my things together, took a brief call from the producer who was trying to verify a waitlist time and how long I'd been waiting. I'm not sure I gave him the answer that he wanted to hear, which is a bit of a shame though. So we'll see from that. I still don't really know where I'm going. I don't really know, but I'm gonna go head over to the station because my train is at 7:30 and it's now just a little bit past 7. So I want to be there, make sure that I'm able to get that and just assume that everything is going ahead. Kind of gotta just play it by ear and see what happens at this point. I'm really not in control of this at all. Train has just arrived. I am now heading to outside. They've sent a car to take me to the hotel, so I'm gonna go find that. And then the next time I film, I'm gonna be in the hotel room. That's still getting scarily real. I just got to the hotel. I'm in the bathroom because the light in here is really good. So yeah, I've checked in. I'm gonna have a look around. Maybe try and get some food because I'm really hungry. I came here straight from work pretty much, so I need to go find something to eat, or I'm going to be like a passed out little mess in the corner tomorrow, which is kind of bad because I'm actually going to be on live national TV tomorrow, so I can't be, well, collapsed. My mind is literally not working. It's been such a long, stressful day because this is just weird. This whole thing is super weird. Ran out to get some food, nothing fancy because I'm literally just like, I just want to go home and eat something. We're walking back and here's Broadcasting House. This is where I'm going to be tomorrow. All right, everyone, so I had some food. I'm feeling much better now that I've actually eaten something. My brain works a bit. So then I went back out to the shop because I realized I'd actually forgotten my shampoo and conditioner, and the one in the hotel doesn't look great, which, if you know me, is a real shame because I like to take all of them if they're good, and this one isn't. Anyway, so I picked up some shampoo and conditioner, and now I'm just going to wind down and get ready for bed, really, because there's nothing I can do until the morning. I just have to get up, get ready, and then go to the studio at 9:15. I feel like there's going to be like some briefings and stuff, probably. I mean, not like a briefing, but more just like a, hey, okay, this is the format, this is what's going to happen. And then we're on. And then we're on. I still really can't quite believe this is happening. This is such an incredible opportunity. The conversation about trans waitlists is a really, really important conversation, and I've just realized I've been looking at the wrong camera the whole time, so whatever. It's a really, really important conversation that absolutely needs to happen. There needs to be some dialogue with the trans community, GPs, and the NHS to get things working a lot better. I'm very, very excited and exceptionally proud to even be a small part of this conversation. And I'm just really looking forward to it and terrified. If you've seen the radio vlog where I did a similar kind of thing for the radio, it's more of the same. It's a live environment, you're not in control. As an editor, when I produce these videos, we have so much control. If we say something wrong, if we mispronounce something, if we stumble over our words, you can cut it. You do whatever you want and you can cut it. And there's no pressure. Being in that live environment, I find that words get caught in my throat quite a bit, which always feels really bad. It's less noticeable on radio, but it's very noticeable on TV. So I don't know, there's a lot that could go wrong with this, and I need to stop letting those doubts cloud my mind. You're here for a reason. It's to talk about your story, it's talking about yourself, it's talking about things that I know and I know well, and I can talk about my transition very openly, which is great because there are a lot of people out there for whom this conversation is very, very important, but they don't feel able to talk as openly about it as I do. So it's a really good time to be able to use this privilege of being able to have access to this platform to share my story, to let people know what this is actually like as a trans woman to go through trying to transition through DIY, trying to transition, waiting for the NHS, just what that's actually like for people, because I feel sometimes that people don't know. So there's going to be lots to talk about tomorrow. The people who are on the show are apparently really, really cool, so that's awesome. That's a bit of a relief off my mind, because that was the other bit that was a complete unknown. It's okay, so who are you going to be sitting down with? Who are you going to be sat down with talking to about these issues? Are they going to be on your side? Are they going to be hostile? Are they going to be in your face? Are they going to be, where do they stand? But it seems like that they're very much from the same page as me. So I'm just going to sit back, watch some stuff on my Netflix tablet. So I will see you in the morning when we head to Broadcasting House to be on the show. Good morning. About to start getting ready. Have a shower, wash my hair, do my makeup, all of these time-consuming things that I really need to start now, or I'm going to run out of time to do. Good morning, lovely people. I think I filmed earlier this morning, but I completely forgot because that's just how terrified my brain is right now. So I'm all ready. Ta-da! I had a minor disaster in that I realised I'd forgotten my beauty blender, so my foundation kind of looks a little bit like trash. Let's hope the BBC don't have very good cameras. It'll be fine. It'll be fine, and if all people can critique about me for this TV appearance was that my foundation wasn't perfectly blended, then I think that is a total success. So I'm just going to spend a couple of minutes just trying to calm and remain cool. It's about 10 to 9. I need to be there at 8:45, and it's like 2 minutes away, so I'm going to go down at 9 o'clock, check out, and then head over. This is a day.
Thank you, Mike. Let's talk now to Jess Jolliffe, who used to self-medicate, but now secures her prescriptions privately while she waits to be seen at a clinic. First of all, I want you to react to the length of some of these waiting times. What do you think?
It's absolutely appalling, and it just makes it such a struggle when you know that you have such a fight ahead of you, both in waiting times and in society.
Jess, you used to self-medicate. I want you to talk us through the process of why you got to that point.
Well, when I realised that I was trans and I'd come out to myself and I understood, yes, this is who you are, this is who you need to be, I knew I needed to do something, because otherwise, when you come out and you realise you have this huge journey that's going to take years to start seeing results, the last thing you want to hear is, well, it's going to be 18 months, 24 months before anybody even wants to talk to you about this. So I felt that I had to take matters into my own hands. I was 27 when I started, and the longer you leave starting your transition, statistically, the worse your results are.
Is that true?
That is absolutely true. It's fighting a biological process. So the younger you are when you start that, the more changes your body can still go through. There are certain things that stop happening the older that you are. So it was very important to me that I started this journey as soon as I could, and I just needed to get on with it.
Right, because you want to feel like you're doing something constructive, even if it means you're buying unregulated stuff off the internet and you're not really sure what it is, you still felt, okay, at least it means I'm doing something.
Absolutely, I went into it fully with reckless abandon, because it was a case of I needed to start this journey. If it works for me, amazing. If the negative health aspects of it crept in, I didn't really care at that time, because I was in such a spot where I knew that this was what I needed, and I just needed to go ahead with it.
If you hadn't gone down the self-medding route and you had waited and waited and waited, what effect do you think that would have had on you?
The stress would have been unbearable. It's already really tough having to sit and wait and to pay for all of these things myself. It would have been even worse knowing that I was just waiting it out. I would still not be seen by any gender identity clinic, even if I'd referred myself at the moment that I knew that I was trans.
Oh my god, so there we go. I feel like it went really well. The second I was in there and sat down, as what usually happens, I just stop being nervous and just kind of deal with it. It's all good. And I had such a great time. The questions were run by us beforehand. I kind of haven't been able to film almost anything this morning just because it's been a rush, and once you get there, they're like, yep, no, here's what's going to be happening. So yeah, I was in there.
Went down to a nice basement studio. I will be doing a lot of talking about this later once I'm back in the real world. I'm about to head off to Waterloo now, I think, to just try and get a train home because I'm exhausted.
And just like that, I'm back home again. I'm in my living room. Just got back in. It's sort of like mid-afternoon. What an amazing experience this has been. Big sigh of like relief and just I'm so pleased with everything and how well it's gone, how well it's been received. Obviously, when you scroll through the hashtag, there are a bunch of people mouthing off, but I'm actually really kind of enjoying that because I'm finding it hilarious. My existence is annoying them so much, and all I had to do was just be there and tell the truth. So that's kind of hilarious to me, actually, honestly. I'm really pleased. I'll go through how the day was later and talk about that. For now, I just want to run to the shops, grab something to eat, and just, you know, mellow out, chill out. The stress is all done, the stress is all over. Gonna enjoy the rest of my afternoon off. I will catch up with you in a bit. And so you can see my cute cards from Sophie and Jess. All right, I'm home, I've had some lunch, so it's time to talk a little bit about how the day was. So last time you saw me really was when I got my makeup done just in the hotel room. I was feeling ready to go, but nervous. So walked down to Broadcasting House, which was literally just around for the corner from the hotel, which was perfect. Got through security, got my little visitor's pass, which was fun to say that I was allowed to be there. So was ushered down into the green room. There were a couple of the other guests down there, so we all sort of nervously talked a bit, shared stories a little, and just got to know each other vaguely. Everyone was pretty nervous, so everyone was a little bit quiet. After that, Victoria Derbyshire came down, spoke to us all, gave us a little bit of like a read through and a run through of the order of things that we were going to talk about and the kinds of things that we were going to be personally thrown to so that we could have a little bit of a time to prepare ourselves, just so that we weren't completely flummoxed and taken off guard. Then we were ushered through into the studio after it was live, and we were mic'd up by the sound person. So I had a little bit of a lapel mic just on the inside of my dress. It was kind of weird being mic'd up by somebody else. Usually whenever we're doing a production, it's all my job, but it's so nice that all the lighting, the cameras, and all the technical stuff was taken care of for me. So after that, we were shown through to our seats when the cameras weren't rolling anymore and they were doing some pre-recorded video stuff, and just sort of sat in position. We just sort of had to sit there and wait while Victoria was talking through most of the opening parts of the show. So we all sat there the whole time we watched the film that was shown as part of the episode, and then it became our turn to talk. So Victoria took a couple of the questions, she introduced us all, she read a few comments from the show, and just, I mean, hopefully you've seen it. It was great. They sort of threw questions over. We responded. I feel like I did pretty well. I was definitely terrified, but most people have said that I seem to have come across well, so that's nice. It was just really exciting, to be honest. And while I was terrified, the cameras are huge, but brilliantly, they don't actually look like cameras. They just look like auto cues because they have directions and all the rest of it on them. So it was very easy to pretend that I was just talking to Victoria and that there was actually nobody else there. It was really weird. Like, even with when we're filming YouTube, you're sat right in front of the camera. Even now, like, I'm looking at it, I can see my face in the screen. I'm hyper aware that this is something that people are actually going to be watching. Whereas when you're sat there in that chair and you're just talking to Victoria or whoever the host is, it turns out that I didn't really think about the cameras at all. I sort of forgot that it was on TV at some point. I definitely forgot that it was live. I figured, yeah, this is all fine, we're just having a chat. And it was actually really nice. I'm definitely rambling, but that's just because it was really exciting and I'm kind of still running that adrenaline high. After that, we went back out to the green room to just take a second, had a glass of water and sort of calmed my nerves a bit, and then I headed off to get the train. Got the train back to Southampton, got the bus home, and that's about where we're at now. So I was just catching up on a couple of work emails, got some stuff going on there, and I'm going to enjoy the rest of my afternoon by not doing any more work and not doing anything productive, and later I'm going to have a bath with a bath bomb. Sounds really good, and I'm looking forward to it. And I feel like I deserve it because this has been a crazy cool, crazy awesome morning. I've definitely been looking at some of the response on Twitter. The response has been mostly positive from my feeds anyway, because the people that I follow are mostly very sort of into and supportive of the trans community. Have seen like some negative comments, but they actually aren't bothering me as much as I thought they'd be. I mean, the comments that get made on national broadcasts are definitely worse than my own online comments, but Who cares? I did the thing. It went great. I'm so proud of ourselves. This was an amazing opportunity for the channel, for me personally, and just something that I never thought in a million years I'd be able to do. You know, when I started this and when I came out, I say it every time, I think, I could never have pictured myself doing any of these media appearances, because at the time I couldn't say the words transgender out loud without feeling ashamed or embarrassed, and being able to do the channel was a huge step forward. I could never have pictured that. Being able to do a pre-recorded podcast was another huge step forward. I never could have imagined doing that. Then to live radio, then to live TV. It's been this amazing journey of feeling more confident in myself and more capable about talking about something that has affected me for a very long time, but was something I never ever felt like I would have the words to put anything out there into the universe about. But I've done it. I did the thing. I keep saying that, but I did it. I did the thing, and I'm just so over the moon with myself right now. It's just great, honestly. So I'll catch up with you in a little while, probably when I'm running my bath. I'm gonna have some nice candles and use this amazing Lush bath bomb, which I'm very, very excited for. Thank you, Jess. So I've been having some fun looking back over the screenshots that people have been taking from my interview earlier, and let me just say that some of these are really funny. So we've got this one here where I'm kind of looking quite intently, or it just looks like I'm very, very angry. This is some prime angry Jess face. This is just what it looks like when I'm trying to listen. It's not great. Next, we've got this one. Now, my caption for this is, yes, I'm definitely a real human person and not a lizard that will eat you. Look at my face. I feel like I look like a snake contemplating its next meal. I'm literally like, yes, delicious. So that's, that's a good one. This one is just like pure contempt and disgust. I'm really angry, sad, and just moody. I'm just like, ugh, ugh. This one I look like I'm about to sneeze. I really wish they'd cut to someone else on this point because I'm clearly not talking. Not sure why I'm on screen. Anyway, you can see the cute moon of my dress, which I like, as well as my little lapel mic, which was where all the sound was coming from. I kind of wish I had one of those for filming. All right, this one. This one's just a very excuse me, face. It's like a, huh? Are you serious? I also kind of like this one because I thought throughout the whole thing I managed to not spike any of the lenses while I was on camera. I have failed. Look at me, staring deep, deep into the souls of the BBC Two audience. Look at it. My eyes look kind of blue, which is because they are. About to have a bath. This is the bath bomb I'm going to be using. It is the Love Locket Large. I'm really excited for this. It smells amazing. So, thank you, Jess. I'm going to put this in the bath and it's all going to melt away, but it's very appreciated. How ludicrously cool is this bath bomb? It smells amazing. It looks ridiculously good. And this is going to be so cool. I'm going to put it in the bath. I almost dropped my phone. Oh, it's so pretty with all the colors. This seriously smells so good. Cool, I'm gonna get in the bath now, and I'm not gonna video that because I'm gonna be in the bath. I had an amazing bath and I'm feeling very, very relaxed. So I'm going to go and take an early night and just make the most of not really needing to be up particularly early tomorrow, not having anything really to stress about, and to just go to sleep. And it's going to be great. So thank you so much for watching. This has been an absolutely incredible experience. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. See you in the next video. Bye.